Alright, hello everyone, it is Foul Play here, and I'm back recording another Modern League. Once again joined by Alex, my good friend. We gave a bit of an introduction to him in the Bogles video last week, and he's been kind enough to join us again for Green-White this week. So yeah, I hope you're all excited to see him as he is to see all of you, hypothetically speaking. Alright, so today, Green-White Bogles. So we're on 20 lands. I'm on 4 fetches. I removed the 5th Misty Rainforest for the 4th Temple Garden there. Expecting a few more Hate Bear type strategies with Leoton Arbiter. And obviously fetch lands are bad against them, so Temple Garden seems like a pretty good efficiency swap to me. Running the usual 12 creatures, so we've got a Hexproof Bogle and Scalp. We've got our super explosive Core Spirit Dancer that draws us cards. Gets +2/+2 for each aura attached to her. So today I am showcasing Spirit Link. So obviously there's a lot of Prowess Shadows decks around at the moment. Suicide Zoo, Burn even. Really want that extra life gain. I wanted to bring Leyline of Sanctity back into the main deck as well. And I think Spirit Link is, it's not Path, but it's sort of pretty good in that place there. Other than that, the cards I cut to make way for that were the 1 Spider Umbra and 1 All That Glitters. I would potentially like some All That Glitters in this list, but I can't really see anywhere where I want to trim. Maybe a Sentinel's Eyes, maybe a Griff Spoon. But I'm pretty happy just running the list as it is and seeing how it goes. So we're on the 4 Ethereal Armor, the 4 Griff Spoon, the 4 Hyena Umbra, the 4 Rancor, the 2 Sentinel's Eyes, 2 Spirit Link, and 4 Daybreak Coronet. Looking over to the sideboard over here, and we have got 4 Path to Exiles for all those shadow decks, 3 Hushbringers, lots of stuff that hits, 3 Rest in Peace, 2 Gadok Tig, and 1 Damping Sphere, and the 2 Force of Vigor. So that's the list we're going to be running. Hopefully it's pretty well balanced into, I suppose, what is a little bit of an all-over-the-place metagame at the moment. It's my results for my blue-white event that I play tomorrow. Or that will be showcased tomorrow, at least. Alright, so we are here. We are in game 1. And we're versing Runaz 666, losing the die roll to them.
Let's see if we can go better than last week.
It shouldn't be too hard. I think it was a showcase of like deck inconsistencies created by the fact I'm running 3 colors. The fact that I just had terrible mulligan luck or draw luck, and the fact that we just versed terrible matchups.
Yeah, I also think the deck from last week didn't have a particularly strong plan for some of those decks we faced.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I like the green-white a little bit better into some of them because of the explosion of Core Spirit Dancer.
Yeah, Spirit Dance is really sweet. So against Runaz, on the draw, I mean, we've got no creature in hand. The high numbers look okay, but I'm not going in on a Dryad Arbor. I think that's pretty loose.
Yep.
Not with double Hyena Umbra. If I had like Hyena Umbra plus double Ethereal Armor, I might consider it. Alrighty. This hand looks a little bit better than me.
That's better.
What do you reckon? Bottom the Temple Garden or the Windswept Heath? I'm down for the Temple Garden.
Yeah. Did Temple.
Seems better against Ponza and potentially a Liliana deck as well. Also, if they take our Scout, at least we get some sort of a creature. Field of Rune. Okay, this is a Hate Bears deck.
Yep.
Field of Rune into Aether Vial. So that being said, I'm going to lead on Windswept Heath, just so lead an Arbiter at turn 2 potentially. Can't shut down one of my lands. Jam down my Scout and pass the turn. Now we do have to look out for that, is it Skyclave Spirit, whatever it's called, the 3 mana spirit that exiles our permanents. We get back a
Yeah.
crappy little token instead. Like, that card would be fine if it returned the same card, but the fact it just gives you a random token makes it, like, so awful for you. What do you like here? Do you like core or do you like ethereal armor?
I kind of like core, honestly.
Yeah.
Um,
I was sort of thinking the same thing. Especially with that stupid spirit. I wanna be drawing cards for every aura that I cast, even if we're a little bit slow. This looks like it
it's
could
not
be
like
mono
you can
white.
attack into a Thalia this turn anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Little Giver of Runes already. It's a bit scary.
I think we still definitely go in on the Glade cover. This is a deck that'll run interaction that we really don't want to hit the creature.
Well, as Flickerwisp, Skyclave, and Eldrazi Displacer that can potentially,
Exactly.
on top of, like, just Path. Stoneforge Mystic, well, I'm kind of happy to see that. If that's the worst they're doing, that's not too bad for us. It also looks like they've missed a land drop, potentially.
Very good for us. Means they can't yet feel to ruin us.
Yeah. Mole of the Skyclaves? What the hell is this? Gets 2/2 flying first strike. Okay.
That can't be the best target, can it? Well,
I don't know. I'm a little confused. I got a little bit punished for... Oh, I don't know. It's like semi-punished for playing Razorverge Thicket there. Because I can't play a second aura, but Razorverge Thicket would come in tapped. But if they lean in Arbiter, the Ghost... Like, the Windswept Teeth would be good to have out of my hand.
yeah.
I wonder if this
But
is...
it's not enough.
Oh, another Stoneforge Mystic? Okay.
I don't like how much stuff they're doing, but I'm not... There's Battle Skull.
Well, the Batterskull's the scarier thing, but...
Yeah. I think they've just whiffed all their lands, honestly, and they're running off of that Aether. So...
Yeah.
We just kind of...
The problem is now I have to respect an Aetherviled Skyclave operation, which means I can't Daybreak Coronet attack for value. I need to play Rancor and pass. And that's really bad.
Yeah.
We are drawing auras off our core Spirit Dancer, which is nice. And, I mean, Thalia attacking for 2 is a pretty nothing clock, so...
Yep. Lead with Rancor.
Don't I just do Windswept Teeth into core Spirit Dancer Rancor? Because I can't play Daybreak Coronet, and I'm not guaranteed.
Yeah, I like that. Double the draw triggers.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of fishing for information as well.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to do. I mean, I can't attack regardless, because if he vials in the Batterskull, he can just chump block, and then give his Batterskull protection from green with Giver of Runes, and then my creature dies. We're in a much better spot, though, after that.
Yeah.
Now I've got Hyena Umbra and Daybreak Coronet next turn.
Yeah.
I might even consider starting to chump block with core Spirit Dancers at some point. I don't think quite yet, but maybe the turn after this one. Guess it depends on how aggressive he is. Just making sure this isn't like a creature and can get vialed in or something. Something funky like that. Oh, getting that 2-mana maul. Alright, whatever. Now 6 damage might actually be worth chumping.
Well,
Before he starts giving it
flying.
protection from green or protection from white.
Well, it's a flyer, so...
Oh, right. Okay, never mind. Watch me chump. Alright, we're pretty much banking on no Skyclave here. For us to have a chance.
Yep.
Actually, I think I should play Daybreak first in case I draw Ethereal Armor. I think this was wrong. Or Sentinel's Eyes. Those would be better auras. Yep. Alright. So, I didn't get punished for my bad choice, but, you know.
I mean, you force him to have it here. So.
We got the Griffsburn for next turn as well.
I mean, you'll almost certainly hit a land, and it's a lot of Daybreak Coronets.
Yeah, it's just about surviving this next attack from my opponent. I think he wants to block and then tap Giver of Runes onto Stoneforge Mystic.
Yep.
If he's not blocking with the Germ, that is a really good sign.
Yeah. I think we might have him. Unless he draws real well.
I don't think he can draw well enough to beat our Griffsburn on top of our double Daybreak Coronet in hand. Like, because we're going to 24 here.
Yep.
Wait, why didn't we trample damage? What?
We did. He was on 26.
Oh, he was? Okay, never mind.
Yep.
I didn't realize he was so high. Alright, we're back in it. Mono white hate bears. Or stone blade. Honestly, well, I can't block, but I don't think it's worth blocking if I could have. Like, the chance of Skyclave just blows us out, on top of, like, the Giver of Runes giving it protection from green. The Blight is just not worth. Alright, so we'll lead on Griffsburn.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine what you're going to draw that's going to change Griffsburn into Daybreak.
I don't want to do a second Griffsburn, do I? I mean, I'd have to draw land plus another aura for it to... Yeah, okay, let's just go Daybreak.
Because the thing that would really have destroyed us is if he could, like, he's drawn it and he blocks him and he bounces for Daybreak and we lose quite a lot and he just loses.
Oh, we get a Spirit Link too, so our life's going to be going pretty insane soon. Man, I'm glad we've got all these core Spirit Dancers on the board, hey?
Yeah. A few notes on Spirit Link for those watching who aren't hugely familiar with it. It doesn't give lifelink. It gives you a separate ability, which is whenever an enchanted creature deals damage, you gain that much life. It is not lifelink. So that means it doubles up with lifelink. And it also allows you to do neat little tricks, like put it on your opponent's Eidolon of a Great Revel. So when you play a spell, it deals damage to you, then you gain that much life, negating, for you at least, the damage from it.
Yep.
It can also, if your creature's smaller, you can put it on a Death Shadow, and their 10/10 Death Shadow doesn't look anywhere near as scary when it's doing a net 0 damage.
Well, yeah, but it is a triggered ability, so if if you're on 10 health, they deal 10 damage, you'll die before you gain the life.
Exactly.
Now, our opponent did just Flicker Wisp our Rancor there, so they fogged the damage and gained 6 life from the chump block. A little bit upsetting, but that's cool. I might start putting some auras on Core Spirit Dancer and attack wide. Stop their Giver of Runes from tempoing us out, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do with their turn first. The fact it was a Flicker Wisp and not a Skyclaves is really good for us. Okay, Flicker Wisp, do something. Oh god. Yeah, he could just attack for 9 in the air and kill me.
Damn.
Well, we've been bested. Stupid deck. Alright, he's got us. He sold the line. Man. So this is where me not playing double Griffspoon just cost me the match over the Daybreak Coronet there. Fuck.
Yeah.
Because I could have played double Griffspoon instead of the Daybreak Coronet and then an extra Bogle to chump block. So minor misplay there. I still don't think
that was the correct line to play. I think the Daybreak Coronet to protect against bounce Daybreak Coronet, kill creature.
Yeah.
But...
Now, I like Hushbringer and Force of Vigor. I'm not sure how I feel about Path. I've taken out ley lines, by the way. I think like just minus the 4 ley lines, the 1 core Spirit Dancer, and bringing these 5 cards.
Yep.
Path into Giver of Runes seems pretty medium to me.
Yeah. Yeah, run that back.
Cool. Looks good to me.
Yep.
Really solid hand. So I'm assuming the term 2 is just going to be Core Spirit Dancer again. Although getting down like Vigilance and First Strike with a 4/4 seems nice. I think the Spirit Dance is just 90% of the time the better line.
Yeah,
Although
think so.
We can Spirit Dancer plus Griffspoon to draw gas as long as they don't have exactly Thalia next turn.
I mean, Thalia's the card that won them last game, realistically. So, what's a better line here?
So we're just outdone by Path if we play Core Spirit Dancer without getting any value off.
Yeah, well, I'd go for like Griffs or something and the Ethereal Armor.
Alright, I'm gonna go Sentinel's Eyes, Ethereal Armor, because Sentinel's Eyes gives me Vigilance and 4 Toughness.
Yep. Cool.
Both of which are pretty nice. And I should be able to attack into anything he does next turn.
Yeah, that's largely why I suggested it, because you
gives
stalled
me
out
2
for
attacks.
a long time dealing with the Thalia.
Yeah.
And that made you slower, and that cost you a lot, see?
Alright, well there's the Thalia.
Now you just get to play Core Spirit, Answer, and Attack. So
I'm pretty tempted on the Spirit Link, man. I think it's Core Spirit Dancer. Alright, let's just do our attacks first. Because the chance of me drawing land off the top 2 cards of my library is reasonably high.
Yep.
Man, I wish I had like Mana Tithe right now. Protect my core from a Path. Or, you know, Stubborn Denial.
Yeah, see, this is a much better game state than we faced in the first one. So this is an easy Griffspoon here.
Yeah, it's looking that way. Definitely looking that way. I mean, plus side is also no turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic for my opponent. Although it was turn 3, but they were on the play, so much of a muchness. A janky castle. Oh, they've got Archon, so we can only play 1 spell a turn.
Mm-hmm. Annoying, but...
So it gives value to their Aether Vial, definitely.
Yep.
So you like flying?
Well, I liked flying before they played a flyer.
Now, I guess it doesn't matter what we play.
Not so
because they just give a protect on the chump block.
Yeah.
Let's disguise our flying for now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was maybe the most
Favourite.
punishing card for me not playing the Grispoon, but oh well.
Flying, yep.
Alright, lead and Arbiter, they currently have no... I can attack, but there's... I just skip through. Doesn't make a difference.
Oh.
A few seconds for my opponent to block and activate the Giver of Runes, but I don't think these games...
Always give them a chance to make a mistake.
Yeah. I made the mistake.
Yeah. The number of people I've seen... So, like, we had this happen, right? We were playing a two-headed giant pre-release, you and me. We drafted Big Green Stompy and Black-Red Burn Removal.
Yeah, something like that.
No, I think it was Black-Red. And we played against someone who just drafted the nuts. They just got the absolute best stuff that they could get. And we were both 2-0 in the pre-release. And we play, they just play better cards. All they have to do is turn sideways and attack.
So our opponent made a misplay and attacked with the Archon. Do we play the Grispoon and get him for 7, or do we play Ethereal Armor?
100%.
Maybe he misplays with his attack next turn, and then we get the kill. Or Daybreak Coronet, and then same line.
I think if you're going to play armor, you play Coronet instead, because if you draw a land, then you get the Grispoon armor next turn.
Yeah.
I kind of might have smacked him, but anyway, yeah. We were dead to rights, dead on board. No way we could win. They had an 8-8 and we were on like 8 life. We had no board state, no blockers. And they passed the turn. Didn't count lethal, just missed it. We untap. I untap my mana, kill their creature, swing in, and we kill them.
Mirrodin Crusader. Ooh.
We went on to win a whole box of cards.
What year is it?
Yeah, I know. It's a spicy little blocker by them.
Well, we're 1 damage off killing them next turn. That's not lethal.
Yeah.
Don't love that. Yeah, well, we had another pre-release where we were just versing some inexperienced players, and just the fact we were attacking and being aggressive, even though we were dead on board. Attacking, being aggressive, leaving up mana, acting confident, and they were scared out of attacking us for the win.
Yeah. So always give your opponents a chance to make a mistake.
Oh no, now he's got his flying blocker. Lame. Second Giver of Runes. Well, that could cause some trouble. 1 card left in hand, though, from our opponent. Do I want to start going in on a second creature or going on the Core Spirit Dancer? Because I could play a Scout out and look to build it up next turn.
It's annoying now they've got 2 Giver of Runes.
Yeah, and I'm Crusader.
Yeah. I mean, you could always go in on Core.
Yeah. So, Ethereal Armor or Flying? Ethereal Armor, right? Save the flying again for the misplay?
Yeah. Yep. Landed Umbra.
I can't cast more than 1 spell from this Archon.
That's right.
I don't like the way I've doubled up on Vigilance. That's a little bit irritating, but... This is only bad if my opponent, gets rid of my Ethereal Armor, chump blocks the core, but I think we sort of have to risk it with how wide his board is, and the fact that we can't actually push any damage through or gain any life at the moment.
Yeah, well, he has to take, he has to either chump or take some damage.
Is he chumping with Arbiters?
Well, he'll tap 1 for protection.
Maybe he bounces 1.
No, he's just gonna give, he wanted to give her runes, but one entered battlefield this time. So
I really want to see a trample, man.
yeah,
This game would be over by now if we had trample this game. This weakness of Griff Spoon over Spirit Mantle as well.
yeah.
When you occasionally verse a flying deck. I guess we can block, but yes. Go
Well,
on,
still
attack with your
riding Griff
flyer.
Spoon.
Make a misplay. Make a misplay. Attack with your flyer. Come on, man.
Griff Spoon is lethal here if he if he makes a mistake. I think
Griff Spoon on core is lethal. I don't want to give away my best aura though, right?
Hang on. Let's just stop and have a little think here, because he's going to tap double giver of runes and jump with stuff. So you can only give flying to one. Griffs represents lethal on whichever you play.
I think the scout, because it can't just get exiled by Skyclave Operation, so...
Yeah, I mean, I guess you do that, and then swing and... Well, the thing is, can you even attack with your core? Or does he just kill you if you do that?
He might just kill me. Maybe I just attack with the scout.
Yeah. I think he just kills you if you do that. So. Have you played a land yet?
Yeah. Maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe not.
No, I don't think you have.
No, that was last turn. You're right.
Dra-
Good kill. Dryad could make a nice chump blocker.
Yeah, that might save you.
Joke's on you. Oh, wait, it just tapped? Oh, you son of a gun. Oh, my God.
So I think he just kills you here. So
Don't think so. He can deal 7 guaranteed damage. No, 6 guaranteed damage. I think we're fine.
depends what he drew.
Well, yeah. Yes, it does.
Because any of his bounce creatures and core goes bye-bye. Fun and interactive Magic, everybody.
Oh, mate. I'd feel so much safer if I drew a Force of Vigor and just got rid of these vials so I didn't have instant speed tricks.
I'd feel better if we just had Trample.
Trample? Yeah, Trample would make me feel better as well.
Or Spirit Mantle's in the deck.
No, I don't have Spirit Mantle in my deck, so...
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'd feel better if we had a Spirit Mantle in the deck.
Oh, he's given that pro-white. I mean, if he can put that enchantment on it that gives it +2/+2, he can give his Archon pro green and then he can attack for lethal, but none of that this turn.
From white, and that's what he's attacking with, and you can just jump with your Glade.
He gave it pro-white, and it already has pro-green.
Oh, right, yeah, cool. So it's been so long since I've actually seen that card.
Oh, we draw another Umbra. So I can play another chump blocker here. Am I just dead?
I think you want to play...
I can force him to chump block with the core Spirit Dancer. And then I just take lethal back. That doesn't seem very good. If I put up an extra chump blocker, I'll take 4 here. He can give protection from green in the air and kill me. Okay.
And you I mean, you're just dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty dead. Man, we blanked pretty hard here.
I don't think we were particularly set up in the deck to deal with it.
Well, I mean, if we had things like Skyclave Apparition, I guess it did nothing in this matchup.
Yeah. I mean, it was just a matter of kind of wanting
I didn't spread out my lifelink effects either, which is really bad.
Yep.
I mean, I can represent like a path or something. Oh, has he got Skyclave now? Oh, Flicker Wisp. All right. Well, we're super dead here. Such a frustrating matchup, man. These Giver of Runes are just too OP. Like, who thought printing like a Mother of Runes that can target colorless was a good idea? Can't target itself, but like printing that into modern, that's pretty gross.
Yeah, I mean, power creeping the format. Yeah, that's what it is. Which is shit. I don't know. I'm not particularly happy with some of their printings lately, but that's just me.
Have you seen the crap from this new set, man? It's so busted.
Yeah.
Like, it's not getting better. It's staying the same,
worse, yeah.
Or it's getting worse. Like,
yeah. I think I like some larger amount of evasion. I mean, I guess the problem is tuning decks is all about what you're going to face in the meta. And if that's the only guy playing a Hate Bears deck with that card in it, then there's no point changing your deck for it. But if he's not, then it's maybe worth putting at least one Spirit Mantle in so you've got an out.
On the draw, is it bad that I'm tempted to keep this?
I mean, if you don't draw a green source on your first turn, you lose the game. So, like...
I think I can draw one on my second turn and still win.
Yeah.
I think with the amount of burn and discard, I'm going to risk it. It's like pretty risky, but oh well.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it. I've kept hands like that so many times, playing green-white Bogles and just...
Ooh! Alright, so we need to draw a green land on the top card of our library.
And drumroll.
Better lucky than good. Our opponent might just put us on mono white pillow fort.
I mean, I don't think it changes any of his lines, so... He makes Tron lands, he does Tron things.
Well, he kept 7, so you can only assume he has natural Tron here. And that Plains is probably not too long for this world. Oh, it's Eldrazi Tron. Yeah, Thought Not Series, awful. Matter Reshaper? Alright. Alright. Well, I can potentially beat this.
Yeah.
Play out my Sentinel's Eyes here. Grispin I can get back from a Chalice later on. Spirit Link sort of overlaps with Daybreak. Just basically looking to dodge their Khan here. Their Khan pretty much just beats me. Oh, they're tapping 4 mana. Oh, Eldrazi? Oh, sweet, that's fine. Khan the Great Creator, get Ensnaring Bridge. No main deck answer. Yep. Whose 5 mana did it better? Their Reality Smasher or my Glade Cover Scout? Ugh. I'm telling you, this card just needs to not exist. They shouldn't get to choose to shut down all creature strategies with a main deck card that tutors sideboard.
And also is good in the mirror and shuts down all artifact strategies.
It's just too good, right?
Yeah, yes.
I don't think we can win. I can drag the game out for a little bit. But that's about the best I can do. I can slow roll a flying on my Bogle. I'm so tempted to just play main deck Artifact 8 again. Like, leaving Griffspoon in hand there so they don't have the information of flying, but like, my opponent can even just cast all his dust and just kill me that way. But like, Ensnaring Bridge, fun times. Like, how's this a thing that's allowed to happen? This is so dumb. This happens to me like every Tron game. Even normal Tron is running this bloody card again. Guess I'm just giving him information on auras at the moment. I should have just conceded a while ago. Oh, okay, well, I bought that card like ages ago. I bought that card halfway through my last league and it decided to pop up and give me that message then. Oh, beautiful. Oh, love it. You love to see it. Alright, well, I've seen enough. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big waste of time at this point for all parties.
Yep. I mean, so far, what would have been way better than Leyline of Sanctity would have been having...
Turn 1 creature?
No, having Suppression Field.
I mean, yeah, that would have been decent, yeah. I'll agree with that.
Would have been good against both the decks you faced so far. And I know, like, when we come across something that you want Leyline for, you really want Leyline for it. But so far...
I have been versing a lot of Shadow recently, just not this league for some reason. So Eldrazi Tron, obviously bringing in the Teagues and Force of Vigor and Damping Sphere. Taking out Leylines. I just think I take out Spirit Link as well. I don't really see Hushbringer being good. Maybe a Path to Exile. Maybe a Spirit Link.
Yeah, I mean, probably a Spirit Link back in. And...
Alright. I guess it's extra lifelink, which could come very much in handy.
Yep.
This Damping Sphere is way worse in this matchup. Alright, this hand's at least good. Opponent has also mulligan to 6. Winning the race. Watch this Simian Spirit Guided turn 1 Chalice. Oof, on the map. Alright, that's fine.
That's kind of good for us, really.
Yeah, kind of good for us. I kind of wanted to see like a Core Spirit Dancer there, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. Getting a turn 3 Daybreak Coronet down's not bad. Maybe he's just going to go for a turn 2 Chalice anyway and leave map on the board. I actually want to see a turn 2 Chalice here. He's just going for Tron. Well, yep. Well, we put our opponent on 2-turn clock. He does currently have enough mana to play Khan, tutor for bridge, and play bridge though. And then we're just drawing to Force of Vigor. So they get the plant off the expedition map. And they have Tron.
Mm-hmm. 7 mana.
Is it just all this dust? Fuck off, man. I give you Tron. I give you Tron. Completely undermines anything anyone could do. It's so bullshit. It is so fucking pathetically bad. What a joke. What an absolute joke that they let this shit happen. Like,
well, I mean, it's starting to feel like power creep is making older strategies kind of irrelevant. I know it's an old card, but...
Like, the thing is, because Eldrazi is good, this is getting played. Tron's always been good, and it's gotten some play in Tron, but, like, they didn't even need to work for that. One expedition map. Turn 3, all is dust.
Yeah, well, like, Tron was always good, but it was always a little clunky and a little slower than things, and now it's just got enabler after enabler.
And now it's got this Maze Mind Tome, which is really strong. Oh, right on time.
Yeah. It,
is everyone ready for this right on time Gadok Teague? Fuck. What's that, man?
Yeah. Well, they get to now, like, before they had to set up and, you know, tutor for their stuff and take a few extra turns, and they really only beat aggressive strategies with a kind of like turn 3 Tron into already having Khan. And now they can put chump blockers in the road, you know. He was able to wipe the board on turn 3 and still on turn 5 have 8 power on the board. Yeah. It's just
Oh, another Reality Smasher. Fun times. An expedition map ready for that blast zone. So, you know. I mean, this is just so cancer, man. This is so ridiculous. I get this doesn't happen every game, but the fact it's able to happen and then they get the backup of blast zone, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point of even freaking playing? Like, I might as well just throw this shit on his creatures, because, like, it's a complete waste of time. Whatever. Get me out of this shit. It's so dumb. So dumb. If I had Gadok Teague in my starting hand, I could have shut down that card. But, you know, I didn't, so...
Yeah.
What's that? You've got Totem Armor? Well, that doesn't matter, because I just make you sack everything instead. I couldn't even reload off Totem Armor. It's not even a Wrath effect. How many sack all effects do they want to have in Modern? Like...
Yeah, well, I don't know. It might be that, you know, just the power creep level. They don't want to give anything better to Bogles, it seems.
Well, they literally don't. Like, that's the thing. Like, other decks are getting love, we're getting none. It's completely ridiculous. We lost the die roll here. The hand still seems decent. Although here comes Termon Thoughtseers. So, oh, Mill? Okay. Maybe I can win.
So I was speaking to our friend Luke, and he was saying that this Mill deck has turned up in Legacy now.
Really?
Yeah,
Legacy.
Pretty much the same thing. 8 crab Mill deck. Obviously, they get a few more powerful tools, but yeah.
Yeah.
So...
8 crab. 8 crab Mill. Alright, well, no 2 crabs here, so... Oh, there's our Leyline of Sanctity. Fun times. Good news is our life total is not going to matter. So, jokes on our opponent.
Well, this is one of those scenarios like I spoke about last week where it's really just a matter of racing.
Yeah.
And this deck is way better at doing that.
Well, that's true. We've got Core Spirit Dancer. We've got, reliable either Rancor or Ethereal Armor for like a turn 2 attack for 4 or 5. So
Exactly.
then we just won't search our own library because Archive Trap.
Yeah. But next turn, Griff's Hyena.
Yeah, it's pretty good attack for 8. And,
Yep.
put them close to dead. Put them to 5. One more attack after that would do it.
Yep.
Well, so they chose Ethereal Armor. Well, that sucks that it's no longer in our library, but I'm surprised they didn't choose Leyline.
Nah. They figure you're going to be dead before you play a Leyline. They only care about turn 0 Leyline.
Well, I could play Leyline next turn if he doesn't have another one of them. Or just, kill him next turn. Leyline's irrelevant.
So, I used to play Melirapod. Sweet deck. Banned because it was too powerful. Wouldn't even be a tier 2 deck now.
Probably not.
And one day at an F&M, random, easy F&M, one of the worst, worst card stores in the area. Someone rocks up with Mill. I got absolutely wrecked. Turns out when you're playing a creature toolbox deck and they remove all of your tools from your box, it's not great. Anyway, the next week I went, well, okay, since I saw the guy in my room, so I put an Eldrazi Titan in my deck. He hadn't thought about that. And
Emrakul.
so every time I hit... I put an Emrakul in. Singleton Emrakul. Couldn't cast it. Couldn't get to it. But this guy, every time he milled me, he eventually hit the Emrakul and refilled my deck.
I mean, it is a triggered ability, so if he was smart enough to pack either Exfamerate or whatever that card was called, or Surgical Extraction, he can react to the trigger.
But he didn't.
Or
he didn't.
Trick Bind. Alright, so last time I versed his deck, those crabs were a big issue. So I feel like we want some number of path. Feel like Lifelink's less good, and Spirit Link is a definite cut. We also want Force of Vigor for enchantments and artifacts. We obviously want Leylines. We obviously want some number of cores. Cores pretty good to race. So I guess like 2 Spirit Link, 4 Daybreak out. I mean, we're not killing them on damage. They've literally removed Jace's Phantasm and any damage dealing creature from the deck.
Yeah.
Daybreak's a good clock card, but maybe I can...
I mean, that's kind of what you need, though, but...
Well, maybe I can leave 2 in and remove, 2 Sentinel's Eyes. No, they come back from the grave, 2 Griffspoon.
Yeah, 2 Griffin. They do as well, but...
Yeah, but it's way harder to enable.
Way slow, yeah.
Alright, let's go with that.
Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah. It's a pretty good Dryad Arbor hand, man.
Yeah, well, they don't run removals, so...
Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin. Destroy target land for 3 mana.
Yep. Hyena Umbra.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
So...
But they can run removal. They run Fatal Push, and they run... there's a sorcery speed Fatal Push that got done in the last set. Opponent's mulled to 5 now.
Cool.
That's got to help us.
Of course, you could just end up drawing a creature as well.
I really hope they don't mill my Dryad Arbor before I search for it.
That would be painful.
So, main phase? I guess doing it now reduces the chance of them having mill 13 on Archive Trap as well. So reasonable. Alright, here's the old Mill 6 opponent. And both our force are in the bin, so we're going to have to win without force. So we missed 2 damage. Well, we don't even miss 2 damage because they just chump block with the Rune Crab. So just play the Rancor there. A little bit slow. Next turn we get a good attack with Ethereal Armor, or I guess another Hyena Umbra. Alright, well, there's one Fatal Push. Have they got the second?
Be surprised. I don't think they knew the interaction with Hyena Umbra.
Doesn't look like it. Even then, like, they could have done it during our turn and potentially 8 more auras, like... Okay. Let's get this clock happening.
Yep.
Attack for 7. Next turn, we can attack for 12 in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So, come at me, opponent, and do your worst. There's 3 path in a row ditched to the bin. And we've got 3 ley lines in the bin and both our Force of Vigors in the bin. Man. The 4th path is in the bin as well. Alright, well, we just
take
give them the old what for,
damage.
you know? We're not going to search our library because that's just helping our opponent's archive trap. Well, Dryad Arbor things. Wait, they're on 1? Oh, never mind.
I did just say take the time to count your damage.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
I was pretty sure you were going to be 1 off there, but...
My bad. Yeah, I just figured they were gaining life off this stupid thing. That's why. Because I calculated it several turns earlier, and then, like, Bogles went to the bin. Alright, well, we didn't get punished, but we probably deserved to. Man.
Well, those are the percentage things, right? Like, you're stacking up percentage chances, you know. So, knocking your opponent down to 1 life, pretty close to winning. There's a lot of things that require a life to activate. Knocking your opponent to 0, in all but a few circumstances, you just win the game.
Yeah, I guess, like... The other thing is, though, like, if I fetch, they might have double archive trapped me.
Yeah, that is possible as well.
So, even though I didn't, like, pre-calculate through the lines, maybe it was better.
Yeah.
On the draw against Tibble of the Red Sub. Okie doke. They're Allura decks, so, I mean, main deck Leyline's kind of good, but we don't have a creature, so... I'm going to throw this one.
On that... Bogles...
Alright, we'll keep this one. I think if they have a discard effect turn 1, I probably lose. So I'm going to just bottom Bogle and double Hyena Umbra. Hope to resolve Ethereal Armor, Rift Spoon, all of that. These Prowess Shadow decks normally do run the turn 1 creature. Okay. Turn 1 Polluted Delta and nothing else. We draw a second land. Alright, so far so good. So like a fetch shot Thought Scour. No shock. What is he on? Snowcar. Is this Urza deck?
Could be.
Is it another mill deck?
Another mill deck.
Day at the races. Alright, joke's on them. We just shuffled 3 cards back into our library.
Win him a race.
Win him a race. I mean, those 3 just went in off one ETB, but that's fine. Really like to, on my wish list of auras, I'd really like to see another Ethereal Armor off the top here.
Yep.
The opponent, Field of Ruin, so they can force me to search my library and then archive trap me. So that's what Mill does.
Yeah.
which is the land destruction for Dried Arbor I was talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine if he doesn't follow it up with Archive Trap.
Yeah.
Rats. We get a Sentinel's Eyes back from the bin, though. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Value. I don't know about you, Alex, but I really like Value Town. Guess we just get rid of these Daybreaks so they can't surgical them.
Yep.
Maybe I should cast Daybreak before that, just in case he tries to do it in response or something. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah,
we're down now. Attack for 10 with flying. Put our opponent to 5. He needs to 36 us this turn. Well, it was a pretty good Mulder 4, man. That was a pretty good Mulder 4.
Yeah. That's Mulder 4. I mean, that's Bogles doing Bogles stuff.
We lose to ourselves a lot, and we win to ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
Attack you?
Yeah, see what he does.
Oh, he's doing something. Crypt Incursion? Alright, whatever. I think he's still dead. Oh, he's alive. Alright. You got me, opponent. I haven't got many more creatures left in my grave for you, though. Can you do that 2 turns running? Main deck Crypt Incursion? That's pretty dirty.
Yeah.
Oh, what even?
Fyodor.
I just extended into a damnation without Totem Armor.
You did.
Cool Spirit Dancer.
I was kind of thinking when you... I thought you were just going to pass with the Glade cover. I was like,
yeah, my bad.
When I saw you do that.
I didn't expect main deck Damnation. That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
I also thought I had Totem Armor down. Alright, so... I'm gonna get it now, the Dried Arbor, before he potentially Archive Traps me again.
Mm-hmm.
And while he's, like, tapped on mana. Ways to punt, a sure thing. Yeah, so this is the 1 mana Fatal Push I was talking about.
Yeah.
I can't really cycle this Horizon Canopy either, because then I'm off green, and I'm off double for Core Spirit Dancer.
Yeah.
We're gonna die to Lure Speeds. Go away, man. Shit's not
Probably
right.
Are.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I guess because this is a sorcery, I should do my fetch at the end of their turn.
Yeah, probably. You could have at least waited and played in response.
Yeah.
You know? So.
What a punt, man. He'd be so dead.
Yep.
I guess I just fetch this now for Temple Garden.
Yeah.
Before Archive Trap things.
Fact is, you're probably very dead. You just have to.
I'm not really that dead. They're out of cards. Like, they have to kill me my 34 life here. Why didn't he go for Horizon Canopy then? What? Alright, whatever. Show me Core Spirit Dancer. It's miserable. We got 2 scouts and 3 spirit dancers left in the deck. I mean, we can get them.
Yep.
We just might not want to draw any cards off the core spirit dancer when we do. We have more than enough cards in hand. As long as we resolve this Hyena Umbra, we should be pretty nice. What point do I start putting Griffspoon on my opponent's creature from my grave? Visions? Well, now they're reloaded. Man, oh man. I'm not playing well tonight at all.
No.
The like annoying thing is this is like such a slow kill for my opponent. And it's not like I punt and I'm dead in 2 turns. Like,
yeah, which is kind of drawing out the pain.
Yeah,
but yeah, a lesson, I guess.
I guess it just makes for horrible viewing for my viewers. You know.
Yeah, that is true. Just if you're watching, fast forward this bit. This is us.
Fast forward until you see a creature on the board or sideboarding. You can definitely view it. So circling my Glade Cover Scouts here, and looks like he didn't take any out of the graveyard. He only took them out of my library, so that's a punt from my opponent. I guess. Oh wait, not really. If they have another Crypt Incursion, it's actually fine.
Yeah.
How are they gaining all this life? Lurus attacks. Never mind.
Lurus, yeah.
That's both our spirit dancers in the bin.
That's it.
4 spirit dancers in the bin. Alright, of all the punts, I'm dope. Well, this version seems a lot heavier on the creatures.
Did we see anything to force?
No, but they run Ensnaring Bridge, Mesmeric Tomb, that 3-mana enchantment as well.
Yeah, that's so.
Pretty likely we want force, especially after throwing game 1.
Yeah, fair enough. Spirit Link's gone.
Do I minus like 1 core?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, 2 Griffspoon, 2 Daybreak again?
Yep.
Or just all the Griffspoon? If I do all the Griffspoon, I only have 14 1-mana auras?
Yeah, I think just a split.
Right. Let's not punt.
Oh.
Actually, it's mill, so maybe when I'm on the draw, I'll bring in a couple of extra auras.
Right, yeah.
I don't really like it on the play. Problem is with Bogles, you don't want to dilute your creatures or lands down too much, or else you're like in a big pool of yikes, you know? Alright.
Yeah.
So on the play, yeah, we'll keep this. We'll search Windswept Heath turn 1 to play around Archive Trap. And yeah, seems good. You know what would be sweet? A turn 0 Leyline against this deck. Like, for flip sakes, like... I think this is my 4th game against them, and I haven't had a turn 0 Leyline. I guess that's only 2 sideboards, so... If there's one thing I'm good at doing this league, it's complaining. I don't always complain a lot, but when I do, I do.
This version of Bogles is just far superior to the other one in terms of beating mill.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have counter magic, but we saw counter magic's not that good anymore when it comes down to it, really. So don't turn 1 creature, which probably means that turn 2 ETB creature. And then we have got Leyline. Yeah, so turn 2 ATB creature. So we can do a turn 3 Leyline. They mill double Path and Windswept Tooth. So I can't see a world where I'm cracking this Horizon Canopy. Opponent bought it in something with CMC of 3 or greater. So it must be Ensnaring Bridge because they don't have Lurus. Let's go do our attacks first, and then we can second main this Leyline. They're operating as a very poor mill deck at the moment. I wonder if they have counter magic.
Well, I'm sure we'll see it here if they've got it.
I'm sure we will. Drown and Lock.
Fun.
It's good that I had exactly 4 cards in my graveyard, so this actually counted what I was doing. That does not work the way you think it does, opponent. Alright, well, I misplayed game 1. My opponent misplayed this game. Let's, probably should have left Arbor in hand. Oh well, she's down now. I definitely leave Bogle in hand. I just want land drop so I can cycle this Horizon Canopy into gas. Mill Crab? Sure. Ghost Quarter? Go away, man. This ain't on. I guess Dried Arbor does nothing but deal Field of Ruin and Ghost Quarter targets as well.
Yeah.
I think we cycle Horizon Canopy here, look for a better clock, because we're not doing much here. That's a better clock. Alright, so 2 attacks at land and we win. And he still has to dump 32 cards, and we have 3 ley lines left in the deck to draw. And we have 1 path left in the deck. 1 Hyena Umbra left in the deck, and 3 core. Okay. I really hope they go hard, play this enchantment, like Field of Ruin us here, play that enchantment, and then I can get up with a force before they make us dump anymore, and then they've wasted a whole turn.
Man, I just want us to have a better clock. I'll hold Force of Vigor all day as long as we're winning. Because if they bring in a Snaring Bridge,
I mean, I suppose.
pretty fucked.
Potato salad? That's not potato salad. Sure. At one of these points, maybe I shouldn't search land. I have to search, but maybe I shouldn't find land. I mean, I guess I can't find land now, but just leave an extra card in my library, you know. I definitely should have cycled this Horizon Canopy pre-combat. I accidentally clicked through from all the triggers my opponent was doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't cost us it. We do have lethal next turn. Opponent's drawing us cards. They can Crypt Incursion as well and just gain a bunch of life. We can get Griffspoon back from our grave, though, as well. We've got 2 in the grave now. I've targeted 1 Griffspoon, though. Bloody hell. Alright. Everything we care about is in the graveyard. Do they have that enchantment? Well, they have Ensnaring Bridge. No cards left in hand. And,
They think they won the game.
maybe.
No, they think they won the game.
Maybe
they don't know about you.
They can sack this Soul Guide Lantern in response and mill my grave. Which means we can't get the remaining Griffspoon back. Rancor's pretty good.
Why didn't you just exile your Glade cover? I would have done it that way. And then maybe cycled Horizon Canopy.
Maybe that's better.
I mean, I know they had us pretty close, but it was like you wanted to draw something like Rancor or, you know.
Yeah, I suppose. Have you seen enough graveyard interaction? You think we want Rest in Peace or not really? I don't. The Drown in the Lock is like annoying, and they have Luris with Soul Guide Lantern. And if for some reason
I'm not
sideboarding in Soul Guide Lantern against us.
Unfortunately, one of our lines is also to get Griffspoons and Sentinel Eyes back.
Yeah.
Obviously, Baird making better use of it, but.
Do you think Core Spirit Dance is less good on the draw and I should bring in Coronets instead?
I think Core Spirit Dance is the best card you could kind of have against us.
Alright.
Just because of the speed.
Alright, let's submit the same list. I think I like Path against like a 12th creature deck, so.
Yeah.
Give me a Leyline hand for once. Come on.
Because this is really a race. Them to empty your library, you to empty their life total.
Yeah,
so,
it's true.
Cards that... Yeah, I mean, even though drawing cards helps them...
Opponent kept the 7 pretty quickly. Alright, I'm going to keep this one.
Yep.
Bottom Sentinels.
Yep.
I'll just start with my graveyard up here because let's be real. Turn 1, opponent's got the crabs. Yep, I'll fetch. Try and fog these archive traps. Alright, no fogging. Opponent got some good cards then. Whew. 1 Force of Wit. Oh my god, double archive trap? Are you flipping kidding me? I don't know if we're gonna get here, man. That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Holy crap, mate. It's pretty decent.
Yeah, so... Probably... What are you thinking here?
Well, he's got 3 cards left in hand. I think just Path the Crab, Ethereal Armor, Attack.
Yep.
Like, I could go Core Spirit Dancer, but that's weak to Fatal Push, and I really can't afford to, like, lose
Yeah, exactly. That's the line I was looking at as well. Because
if I
on top
let
of
him
that,
untap, he has Drown in the Lockup, and I don't want that.
Exactly.
So,
and this does let you, if you draw a land, play core 1 mana aura draw. I mean, I hate playing into his strategy, but at the same time, you need to put him on like the quickest clock you possibly can.
yeah. This ramps him, which isn't great, but Visions, great.
I mean,
he played
he
it
just
off
had the
the
nuts.
Watery Grave. I guess he can Sheldock Isle. Maybe he doesn't have any lands in hand. That's probably worse for us.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If you got the nuts, you got the nuts. So.
Maybe I just don't fetch. Because I had double Temple Garden.
Yeah.
Like, turn 1, I had double Temple Garden. Maybe I just don't fetch. Don't give him the chance. I don't know, it's very if, ands, or buts. Like, I guess what we did was fine. I feel really bad about going in on a Core Spirit Dancer into a Fatal Push. I feel like double Aura attack.
I kind of like the core plan a little bit, but only just because...
Let's count our damage, right? So if we play all our auras, Ethereal Armor will do 3, so we'll have 4 on the board, we'll attack for 6. So that's not him dead. So look to draw auras.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
I could Sentinel's Eyes on the Core Spirit Dancer. And then if he Fatal Pushes it back, I can get back from the grave bar Soul Guide Lantern.
Yeah. The fact is, he's just got the best hand he possibly fucking could. So...
Yeah.
You're kind of in desperation mode. You're looking to find your biggest chances of winning.
Leyline's a pretty good chance.
Yep.
Off the draw trigger there. Well, there's the Fatal Push. So we lose 1 point of damage. We might lose the Sentinel's Eyes as well. If they have Soul Guard Lantern or Surgical Extraction.
Yeah.
Surely at this point they just Surgical my Leylines out though.
I think they're more fixated on just winning. Yeah. They just had an insane hand.
Well, if we draw land and can actually, play land and whatever, we have a chance.
Yep.
Where we have no Temple Gardens left in our deck, we need to draw Plains, which is in the... We can't play our stuff. Exile creatures so he can't gain life, but it's pretty minuscule at this point.
Yeah, but, it's a slightly better
I can attack for
chance of winning.
6, put him to 8, and kill him next turn with Griffspoon.
Yep. That's a play.
There's the Drennan lock. So I need to draw an aura.
It's just not going to matter. He's going to Damnation you this time.
That sucks losing all my lands, man. Like...
Yeah. Oh. No, he's just going to kill you.
Maybe not. I have exactly 9. Oh, man. Do I have a Sentinel's Eyes in the graveyard I can get? No. Is the last Sentinel's Eyes in my deck? Yes.
That is unfortunate.
1 card left in library, which is the Sentinel's Eyes. I guess we drew Rancor, which is better than Sentinel's Eyes. But we need him to have no mill and only lands.
Echoing truth. Not that you Yeah, hopefully it still represents lethal next turn, but he'll probably kill you.
Yeah, might as well recast it when he can't drown in the lock.
Yep.
I mean, triple archive traps are pretty brutal, dude.
Yeah, and of all the last cards you could possibly have had. Yeah, that's it.
What the fuck, man? Piss off, like. What a load of shit. Well, this is a real deck. This is modern now, Alex. You memed it a long time ago, but this is modern.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because this is just kind of what you don't want to see from it. I mean,
I've even got the play around with, like, Leyline.
Yeah.
And I just haven't seen it. I've seen 3 mill decks this league, and I haven't seen it. Or was that 2? No, that was 2 in a row, sorry.
2. 2, an Eldrazi Tron, and Mono White.
Yeah.
Hate Bears. It's just like Mill's not really a strategy that feels great to lose to. It's one of those ones where it's like, okay, cool, you're just playing a different game for me.
Yeah, which Bogles is too in a way, but like, I feel like opponents have a much easier time interacting with Bogles than what they do interacting with Mill. Like,
yeah, it's also like people are used to getting attacked. This is a little like behavioral kind of stuff, like behavioral economics and stuff like that. People are used to being attacked by creatures and dying.
Yeah.
So it's something they expect to have happen.
Yeah.
Losing by being slowly milled just feels like something that shouldn't be happening to you.
Yeah. Well, it's not even slow, man. I got hit for 26 on, like, turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, I meant in terms of compared to, like, putting a painted servant and a grindstone together.
Yeah.
Not grind. Grindstone.
It sucks so much, though, because,
anyway.
like, if he had the creature-heavy, like, hand then, I think we would have been fine, but because it was the spell-heavy, we just got, like, slapped about. Losing the die roll again up against Mash Malovsky. See, we are in the pony bracket now. See if we can't, like, just redeem ourselves, I suppose.
You know what will happen? He'll be playing
Mill?
Manaless Vengemind.
Oh, fuck, mate. I've actually got a decent sideboard plan against that now, man. My Hushbringers, my Rest in Peace, and my Gadok... Oh, my Gadok Tig don't work against that, sorry. My Hushbringer and my Rest in Peace, I guess. So this is probably the best hand we've had all night.
Yeah. Second best, I think.
Are you sure it's the second best? Like, turn 2
Yeah, well,
attack is 7.
we had that, like, natural ethereal armor into Daybreak Core in a perfect curve hand before.
Yeah. Oh, the real feels bad, actually, is I'm running main deck Leyline, and I didn't get a single, like, in 6 games, actually, I didn't get a single Leyline hand.
Yeah.
Opponents kept 7.
We've had one, and it was double Leyline, which is not a good feel.
Ugh, did we actually get there against a Thoughtseize deck as well?
That would be lovely.
Dried Armor? What? Is this Infect? Alright, it's some sort of combo deck.
Yeah. They unbanned Birthing Pod while I wasn't looking.
They definitely did not.
It's the only thing I know that plays Dryad Arbor of Wall of Roots.
Hopefully we draw Grisboon and then we can just kill our opponent next turn before they do something broken. This might be the Yawgmoth combo deck. Pendlehaven? What the fuck are they doing?
I'm really confused, but we are like O and X, so one.
That's true.
1 and X. So
All right. I guess Leyline was
Okay.
good.
Let's keep them in. Also 7.
So he's got to be
damage on
running
turn 2.
some sort of creature combo if he's going Wall of Roots, right?
Yeah, you'd assume so. I'm not sure if it's one path can block, but you'd expect it to be.
I'm guessing we want... I mean...
Yeah, I think you shave some cores just until you at least know what you're up against. You saw black, so cores are potentially worse.
Opponent wrote, every people that say good luck play ignorant decks. I said, I mean, I could just say nothing and you could still be salty. What a
Good response.
stupid thing to say. Like, here I am playing the most broken thing in in modern, Bogles. Got all the other stuff running around, but Bogles, they're the real enemy. So...
And you're a much nicer man than I am.
Like, that?
Yeah.
Like, of all the decks he could complain about, how is this an ignorant deck? What does that even mean?
I don't know. His English.
Not every person,
not
every
great.
people that says good luck
Yeah.
plays ignorant
Either
decks.
English is not his first language, or he comes from the wrong side of the tracks.
Well, on the plus side, this game might be over soon and I might not be in bed too late. It's like almost midnight and I do have work tomorrow.
Yeah, so do I, but I'm just ignoring that fact because I don't want to go to work.
That's good.
So, also, I can't find my chef's jacket, so
Yeah.
let me. I've got like only half my uniform, so.
Well, if you want to drive all the way up here, I've got a chef's jacket.
I've got some spares. I just, one of them I cut the arms off of. It was like a 36-degree day, and I was in a long sleeve chef's jacket, so I just took a knife to it.
Yeah. Well, opponents taking a long time to decide whether or not they're going to be on the play. I was not being salty, just saying a fact. It's like, well, what are you playing, man? Like, you're not playing anything tier 1.
You do get this. So there are different types of Magic players and some. Well, this guy's giving us a compliment here. He's putting our nice little Bogles deck in the same category as Tron and Neoform. Both decks that...
It's like so dumb. I don't have a second aura here, but this hand seems good. We got Leyline, which he hated last game. We've got Bogle, Daybreak, and we got Path, which is good interaction. So, I mean, we need to draw an aura, but I feel pretty comfortable with this hand.
Yeah.
I don't get the beef with some people. Just don't type if you don't have anything good to say. Like, if someone says good luck, just be like, thanks, you too, or don't say anything.
He probably just hasn't played long enough to get used to the fact that sometimes you get...
Alright, apparently I'm on a completely wrong wavelength. Dude, what's going on with you? My deck has nothing to do with this. I'm not being salty, just forget it. It's like... Well, yeah, it is the Yawgmoth combo deck. Oh my god, Hushbringer's really good against them as well. Undying Wolf. I don't know why they went for, like, turn 1 Dried Arbor. It didn't seem really that important. Yeah, we'll, hold up Path. Turn 3 Coronet, hold up Path. So it's only weak to like Assassin's Trophy, which I'm sort of getting a read on at the moment. I know he's tapping out for something. Sure, whatever. Plague Engineer's not doing much here. Oh, for fuck's sake. This stupid Yawgmoth making me tap my mana for, like, a colour that isn't white on my basic land. Alright, so I'm going to double aura here to play around, like, the Assassin's Trophy. We also just have really good chump blocks now. So they've got this, and they can infinitely sack. But they can't deal damage to us yet, and God, that stupid Yawgmoth. Can I just disable that card?
Doesn't Hushbringer just shut down his entire deck?
Yeah, it does, but I might as well play like an instant speed answer as opposed to something that can be hit by an Assassin's Trophy.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like, he's just super dead next turn anyway, so safest line is pretty good.
Yeah, I might not even have Inferior Alignment that turn. I might have just pathed and sat back, disable him completely, and then get him for the damage, and then the Ethereal Armor represents lethal.
I don't know why he just did that then. Like, what's he fishing for?
I guess he's got an answer somewhere.
But he can sack these creatures, but he can't actually combo me with damage because he doesn't have Juris Messenger on board.
Yeah.
So, like... Yeah, so Yawgmoth combo deck, not hugely well placed here. Birds of Paradise.
This honestly, as far as modern decks go, seems really underpowered. Seems actually
it can be scarier. It's just like he's not doing anything. I don't path here because he could like collected company into it or something funky. I don't know.
Yeah. It just seems very similar to the deck I built for my girlfriend when she was learning Magic. It's just like a it had a weird infinite combo in it, making Village Bellringer, I think it was, the white Innistrad block card, and Presence of the Gond to make infinite 1/1 tokens, and then it just played like Strangleroot Geist and Kitchen Finks. Just annoying blockers and a bad combo.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but it's good enough to beat Merfolk.
I'm just going to fire this one off here, and he's probably going to concede.
Yeah.
Anything's good enough to beat Merfolk. Can he beat Leyline Hushbringer and me pathing his creature?
Nope.
All right, you gotta fight for your pride in these losers brackets, guys. That's all this comes down to. So yeah, 2-3, not the best showing for the deck. Excuse me. Any thoughts on your list and what we came up against, Alex?
I think this is similar to last week. From what you've told me about the other leagues you played in the meantime, this is not most of the meta. I do like this over the 3-color version.
Yeah.
A little bit of counter magic just doesn't seem to be doing much at the moment. The core spirit dancers give you a lot of that explosiveness that I was talking about last week, even though everyone seems to have a 1-mana black removal spell.
They do. Or white.
And yeah, white remove spell.
Or red. Get ready for the green 1-mana removal spell. It's going to be wild.
Oh, yeah. I felt like, obviously we faced Mill twice. Tron is just Tron. It's always a difficult matchup.
Well, Tron's not too bad. He just had like one of his 2 all as dust on turn 3 without having to like even work for it. It's like...
Yeah, I mean, it's always got the ability to do that, so... and it's always one of those decks that has been able to interact a little more profitably with Bogles.
Yeah.
So... I don't think you want to make any sweeping changes. But once again, I mean, Suppression Field's one of my pet cards. I love the card. I love it in Bogles most of all, because it does really help with those Tron matchups. You can't, you can't get to Tron. You can't activate your Planeswalkers anywhere near as easily.
So out of the decks we versed tonight,
Yep.
it had implication against the mono-white Stoneblade deck. / Hate Bears. With the Aether Vials and with the Stoneblade activation, or Stoneforge Mystic activation.
Stoneforge Mystic and the Batter Skulls and the Weird Hammer thing.
And Giver of Runes.
Yep, Giver of Runes as well.
Yep. So on top of that, it had implication against Tron, as you said. It had implication against Mill because of their fetch lands. And their Field of Runes, their land disruption.
Yep, I mean, it would have definitely worked there. I'm not sure if it was your best answer. If you're facing Mill, you need an answer to Mill.
Yeah, and it was good against Yawgmoth combo. It doesn't do really anything against... it does a little bit against the landless Vengevine combo, because them sacking 3 artifacts to return the Titan from the graveyard to their hand. They exile 3 artifacts from their graveyard to return it to their hand, and that obviously would cost 2 mana, which would slow them down for 1 to 2 turns. On top of that,
I mean, Rest in Peace is just a better answer.
Rest in Peace is better, but I'm talking main deck.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah, because like I could run main deck over Spirit Link.
Well, you could also just like, it's not necessarily a card you want 4 of. Like Leyline, because you want to see it in your opening hand, you want to play 4 of. Whereas Suppression Field, if you were thinking that over Leyline, then it could be a 2 or 3 of.
Yeah.
Giving you some room for, another. Because I really like Spirit Link, but then again, like, we didn't see the decks where Spirit Link shines, and we didn't see the decks where Leyline shines. Well,
we didn't see Leyline in the decks that it shined against, apart from that last matchup. I can't remember if if Jareth's Messenger targets or not, but obviously we didn't get discard effects from our opponent, so that was something.
Yeah, so it just depends what portion of a meta you want to target. But it's definitely a card to always keep in mind. There's just so many things it shuts down. So I don't know if you want... how many leagues have you played with the Green-White Bogles in the last... I don't know, since the last set release? Or in the last month or so?
The thing is, like, there's probably, like, the first week is just, like, you verse random shit, so you, like, have to discount it. But, since then, maybe 4. Like, it's hard to tell. And with my sideboard, without going down to, like, 2-ofs of things, or cutting on paths, or... Like, I can't see that much room, other than me making room in the main deck, really. Because I think I want everything in my sideboard. I might even want more cards.
Fair enough. So I mean, I was just going to ask, like, what percentage of decks are the Spirit Links and Leylines good against?
Well, it's good against, like, all the burn matchups and like shadow matchups, Jund. I'd have to look back at certain videos to actually get you percentages from the last release. Obviously, Leyline's quite good against the Land's Charbelcher combo deck because it targets damage at your face. But that seems to have fallen out of favor for the ETB one.
Vengevine.
With the, drain you for 12, attack you for 16 on turn 3 very reliably.
Yeah, I don't know. I just look at the suppression fields and work out if you want them over ley lines.
I think I'm half happy just because you normally have 6 flex slots in the deck, right? And just running 4 ley lines, 2 suppression fields in the main, or it could be like 2 path in the main instead. And the suppression field on the side. That's probably better, to be honest. As long as I'm not versing like Tron every league.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. You're just going to need to play leagues out and then just work out what the split needs to be. Ley lines either in your side or your main, paths and suppressions are either in your main or your side, and obviously to beat the mono white hate bears deck, if you had spirit mantles, you would have just carved them to pieces. But they're probably a very small part of your meta, so it's maybe not worth it. Off of just 5 games, it's just too hard to tell.
I just can't believe how unbelievably lucky we got against those mill decks. I think Eldrazi Tron, sure, they high rolled, whatever, put that behind you. I think mono white, we sort of stumbled, and then they just stabilized and then just jammed shit on the board and went wide and killed us. But yeah, I think the mill decks, as far as when we versed them, we just drew horribly. We're sitting there with Leyline in hand, looking to find one more land so we can cast it, and the one time we do, they have Drown in the Lock. I mean, I had to read that they had something, but I wanted to make them have it.
Yeah. So the mono white one, they basically beat up on us game 1 because of Talia. Slowed you down so much that you just never really put them under pressure. They just had a million years to play out their strategy, and so they did. The second one was just a lack of trample or protection from creature type effects, which let them chump block indefinitely. So you could consider Spirit Mantle. It's always a card to keep in mind for this kind of deck.
I mean, I could potentially cut some Griffspoon slots for Spirit Mantle or Sentinel's Eyes. Are reasonable things to do.
Griffspoon and Sentinel's Eyes are both good cards, but they're also kind of lackluster in terms of they give you a +1 power and a keyword effectively. I know Sentinel's +1, but and then a small comeback from graveyard uptick that is very rarely relevant. So it is definitely possible that down 1 Griffs, down 1 Sentinels, or just down 2 Sentinels.
I think just down 2 Griffs. Flying's not been that important for me, and Spirit Mantle would just be, amazing. It's just...
Yeah, well, certainly if you're facing a lot of creature decks, Spirit Mantles are...
It's just, sort of bad with my sideboard cards, because I've got a lot of 2-drops as well.
Yeah, but it can always just be the thing you remove, right? Most of your sideboard cards aren't coming in matchups with Spirit Mantles amazing.
Yeah.
So,
sideboard wise, I was mostly happy. These Force of Vigors, I don't know. I feel like I want one more, but I can't see a slot to create space for it really, because unless I want to not have 4 path, but there are so many shadow decks with Scourge of the Skyclaves out there, which is Essentially a 2-mana 10/10 Tarmogoyf. It's like really good.
What's your dampening sphere for?
Tron and Storm.
How much Storm have you faced?
It was a decent amount. It might be like 3% of the metagame or something. And, you know, Tron might be like another 3%. I mean, like, I can go down.
Well, here's the thing.
It gives me very little play against those decks if I do, you know?
Well, Suppression Field plus Force plus Gadok is 6 for Tron already.
I suppose.
So it's just really that card seems to be there just to stop Storm.
So what, you reckon that out and another Force in or a Seal in? Like, the other thing I could do is I could... main deck Lurrus doesn't really... Oh, sorry. Companion Lurrus doesn't work very well with Leyline in the side. But against Mill, it would be great to recast Auras from my graveyard with Lurrus. Like, it would just take a long time to set up.
The thing is, and I don't think I don't have an idea in my head for what specifically to do for it, so I'll take it away with me and give it some thought and probably come up with an insane, stupid card to send you in a day or two's time. But I've done 2 of these now, and we've faced Mill both times. I think we've faced 3 or 4 Mill decks in 2 leagues.
Yeah.
It is starting to feel like that's a deck you need a plan for.
Yeah.
Your Rest in Pieces are not great as a plan because obviously Griffs and Sentinels and like returning stuff might be.
But they're also really good into a lot of other matchups. Like if I
that's what I'm saying. Like
Jund.
I'm not saying get rid of Rest in Peace. I actually love the card in your sideboard. I mean, between last week and this week, we spoke about it.
I think I could probably -1 for an extra slot.
I'm okay with a 3 for now. Yeah. But like, certainly give some thought to some kind of strategy against Mill because at the moment that deck seems to be chewing you up. I mean, we got bad hands. We didn't see the ley lines, which certainly would have been very useful. But it feels like you want an answer to that deck.
Another card I haven't sideboarded in a while that could be good is Dramoka's Command.
Oh, yeah.
So I can pull that up.
Yeah, I remember it.
So hopefully you can see it. It's obviously 2 mana instant. Choose 2. So prevent all damage target instant or sorcery would deal this turn. Good against burn, lightning bolt, all of that. Target player sacrifices an enchantment. Against Mill, you can make them sack that creature enchantment thing. It's good against Heliod combo, which is a deck we've lost to as well because they sack their enchantment. And target creature you control fights target creature you don't control.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it's a good card.
It has good synergy with your lifelink as well because you'll gain life if you've got Daybreak Coronet down. It has a bit of dyssynergy if your opponent has like a Soul Scour Mage on the board. I think it counts as non-combat damage and then you get minus counters on your creature even though you got first strike.
Yeah,
but like this is a card that will kill if I'm on the play. One of their crabs on turn 1 and one of their crabs on turn 2 after I play an aura. And then it also deals with the 3 mana enchantment that makes us mill double. The second deck didn't have it, but the first list seemed a lot more like the streamline list that is getting around online.
Yeah. I don't know. Leave it with me. I'm sure I'll think of something.
I mean, Emrakul, but they are packing, surgical extractions in that other stupid card. The split second one that does the same thing.
I mean, you still get one shuffle, so as long as it happens late.
Yeah.
it's potentially good enough.
Well, one shuffle is probably good enough. Like,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
if it happens halfway through the game. I wonder what Emrakul's going for online at the moment. I might find that out in my own time. Might conclude the video there and say goodbye to everyone. Thanks again for joining us, Alex. I hope you enjoyed it.
All
although
good.
I think both legs I played with you,
I like
you're
how
sort of a bad luck talisman. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd like a better winning record.
Yeah, I just went like 3-2 with blue-white Bogles before I jumped on this match with you.
Yeah.
With my recording and all of that, and then you jump on, and I don't know, it just seems like with a streamlined list with hidden inconsistencies left, right, and center, which is pretty annoying. I'll chalk it up to variance. But yeah, if everyone watching enjoyed the video, be sure to like or comment down below. Have you guys got any good tech for Mill? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, if you're new, subscribe for daily Bogles content and ring that bell for notifications every time a new video goes live. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and hopefully Alex will be back shortly.
I will.
Cheers, man. See ya.